Jedi is actually a robot.
I wasn't giving away that.
No, exactly. You didn't want to. Yeah, no, that's our hope, definitely. You know, the real dream would be to get any of the members of the original cast to do some kind of cameo or something like that as well, or even a larger part. That would be terrific.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hi, this is for Mark. How does it feel going from a character like Lucifer on Supernatural to playing kind of an anti-hero here on the show?
I missed the last part. Go say again.
How does it feel going from a character like Lucifer to playing kind of like an anti-hero from what I've seen from the pilot?
Really good.
Alright, my question is for the creators. Obviously we're at Comic-Con, there's a lot of supernatural abilities that go around, but in recent years we've had quite a few of them that haven't done as well. So what do you guys think sets this apart from other things like in the past Push or Jumper or Heroes?
Danny?
I like it. A tough one.
Danny is actually, in fact, one of the things that sets it apart.
What I liked about the original series, I grew up with it. As a young kid, the people in the series felt like me. They felt like people that I grew up with. They weren't special people with special weapons and special costumes. They were just people who could easily have been alienated before. And there are regular people like you and me who could easily have been cast aside, but instead found out that they were special. And I had my fingers crossed that I wasn't going to be forgotten or invisible or boring when I was young, so it appealed to me. So hopefully that's what sets it apart, that we keep our feet on the ground and that we keep it real.
Hi. Something that really interested me while watching the pilot was the genetic predisposition to not being able to kill. Are we going to learn more about how that came to be? Because it doesn't seem like something that would be a natural evolution.
Yeah, in fact, we deal directly with that over the first 3 or 4 episodes, and with each of the ones where there's some kind of rule to it, we like to figure out a way within an episode to really dramatize what that means, so that it's not just information that someone's giving, but actually like we make it, hopefully show it dramatically.
Hey guys. Mark, I also am a big Supernatural fan, so it's great to see you as a series regular on television. This is for Greg and the producers, so forgive me because I am not that familiar with the original Tomorrow People, but I know in sort of these, mutant genre things, X-Men of course, Mutant X I've seen, other ones that have, these genes that manifest as superpowers. There's usually like a division of powers or different type of powers, but here we have what seems to be the same powers distributed evenly, and I'm just wondering what came from that decision to have this mutant gene manifest the same way rather than in different ways.
I hope all our fans are that passionate.
My father really wanted me to be a geneticist, and I failed him. I'm sorry, sweetie. I don't want to go either. And so for me, I really wanted to keep it grounded in a version of what I understood about genetics, even though I became a classics major, so clearly I didn't learn a whole lot. For me, I just, I like to the notion that this could actually happen, and it all started. Greg and I were talking, and he had somehow heard that our 2 species, the Neanderthals and human beings, Homo sapiens, coexisted, and I never knew that, and it just sort of blew my mind. And we liked, the idea that could be happening again, took it out of that realm of X-Men mutants, where the sky's the limit, into just a simple Darwinism, that you know, one point mutation could create a new species, and you know, I think for young people, they feel like mutants, for better or for worse, and they certainly don't feel like the same species as their parents. So, like turning it into a coming-of-age stories about generations, about us and them. That was the reason why we just wanted to keep it simple. Hope it works.
This is going to be our last question. We can fit in one more if we make it quick.
As a longtime fan of the 70s series, it's just such a delight to see the Tomorrow People back on the screen, so thank you. How do you feel about the 90s series, and do you plan to acknowledge it at all within the show, the way you acknowledge the 70s series?
You know, we're not as familiar with it, though I have listened to, I don't know if anybody here has listened to the radio plays that continued in the 2000s. Yeah, I'm that guy. I don't have it on my iPod, so I'm not that guy. But anyway, no, we hopefully in time we'll look through all of them. We've had some fun in the early episodes with grabbing titles, and I think we maybe even borrowed a title from one of the 90s ones, but not much more than that yet.
Very cool. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you.